What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and right before you get to the video, we wanted to just include you into some information about our channel. We're in the middle of a milestone giveaway, and we're trying to hit 500 subscribers. 500 subscribers, and if we hit 500 subscribers, we're giving away a slab. What slab are we giving away, Nate?
Isn't it just like...
No, you need to be... Come on, tell them what slab it is.
We're giving away a CGC graded 9.4 Wolverine #1 with a custom label as well, a custom Wolverine label. This is the #1, the first in his ongoing series.
Yes.
And we bought this book almost a year ago, and it was a nice book to give away at 500 subscribers, and now it has gone to the moon.
Yep,
and it is a crazy book to give away, and you won't let me change it, so I guess we're still giving it away.
We got to commit to it. We said we were going to give it away, and we're going to give it away, but the only way we can give it away is if we hit 500 subscribers. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and yeah, so let's get on to the video, shall we? So we've got some breaking comic book news. Something is Killing the Children adaptation in the works from Dr. Sleep filmmakers. Trevor Macy and Mike Flanagan are developing a Netflix series based on the horror comic Something is Killing the Children.
Oh my god. Intrepid Pictures, Trevor Macy and Mike Flanagan, the filmmakers behind Dr. Sleep and The Haunting of Hill House, are developing a Netflix series based on Boom Studios' popular horror comic book Something is Killing the Children by Tynion and Werther Del Edra. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Macy and Flanagan are co-writing a pilot for Netflix. The two will also executive produce alongside Boom Studios President of Development Stephen Christie, company CEO Ross Ritchie, and head of TV Mark Ambrose. Tynion, Del Edra, and Intrepid's Adam Fusulo will serve as co-executive producers.
Interesting. And so it goes on to say that they're only going to be doing a pilot, but Netflix is not. They haven't said anything about it. They haven't commented on it publicly, which I find very interesting. I kind of pause at that. I don't think that's a bad thing, but I feel like Netflix has been kind of burned lately in picking up some of these comic books that they've adapted to shows on their streaming service. And I think. Well, I think the biggest one right now, and again, I haven't seen it, but Jupiter, what was it?
Jupiter's Legacy.
Jupiter's Legacy. It came out and it just apparently it fell flat for Netflix.
Yeah,
I know some people really enjoyed it, but it didn't make the cut. Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like maybe Netflix is kind of just kind of taking it a little easy on that. And that being said, Jupiter's Legacy was an Image book, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's an independent book of some kind. I just don't remember exactly when.
Interesting. So, also, I mean, at the same time, Netflix just picked up Berserk, and they've got a whole full-on movie with that, and they've got two anime adaptations for that thing. So maybe they're just kind of treading lightly on this. I don't know. I don't know why you would, because every time you review this book on the show, you're just like, holy shit, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, for sure. But I think you're right. I think that Netflix has just sort of jumped off the deep end with some of these things right away. Books aren't even out yet. They're not even proven. Berserk isn't even on the 4th issue yet, and they're doing all this stuff. And so, and obviously Berserk, with having Keanu Reeves tied to it, it's way bigger to Netflix than Something's Killing Children. But
right. Have you said? I mean, I'm curious because I know nothing about the Haunting Hill House guys. Like I've never.
Yes. So I really, really enjoy their work.
Okay.
Dr. Sleep, I really enjoyed. That is that is based off the book of the same name. That's the sequel to The Shining.
Okay.
So it follows the son from The Shining and how he gets older, yada yada.
Red Round.
Yeah, it's really good. I think that they did a really cool, like, cerebral interpretation of the book. Now, The Haunting of Hill House, and again, I am a horror guy. Like, you see me doing a lot of horror comics and stuff, but I do a lot of like horror in like readable or print material. I don't do a lot of scary movies because I get freaked out.
Yeah, it's scary.
And The Haunting of Hill House is the greatest horror TV show that has ever been created.
Interesting.
Absolutely bar none.
Where's it on?
So good. Netflix.
Oh, okay.
They actually did a second season. It is not a sequel to The Haunting of Hill House, but it has this exact same cast has the exact same directors and cinematographers and everything,
Okay.
but just telling a different story. But it's using all the same everyone. Almost like it, an anthology. This is the second season in a horror anthology. I haven't seen that one yet, so I don't know if it's as good. But seriously, like, and it's scary. Like, it's scary. Like, after I watched it, I had to like, sleep with the bathroom light on for a few days. But like, it is so good. Oh my god, it's so good.
I really hope, like they were saying, they're doing a pilot episode. I hope they stick to that. I hope it stays. Again, I've read maybe like I think I've read the first issue, or I've glanced at it. But I think I'm more in the vein of sticking to like a 6 to 8, maybe even 12 episodes, season 1, rather than a movie. I feel like Netflix, and I'm sure they've done better adaptations of comics and manga before, but like when they did the Death Note movie, the Shimigami in the movie looked really accurate to what was in the book, but it was so far off. So I really hope they stick to. And again, I'm not at all versed in the Something Is Killing the Children book, but I hope they stick to, if they approve it, if they actually greenlight it, for it to be an actual series and not just like, oh, we've got 2 movies. Like, I hope they don't do that. I hope they stick to the episode.
No, they're
style.
definitely I definitely think they'll stick to the TV for the episodic format.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best thing that they can do is to take all of the things that were successful about the Haunting of Hill House, and apply it to the episodic nature that is Stranger Things.
Okay.
Do the same amount of episodes, like 6 episodes, hour long each, and the same exact pacing. It will be one of the greatest TV shows ever.
Would you be disappointed? Would you be disappointed if they end up doing like an animated, like they stick to like animated?
Oh yeah, I would be very frustrated.
You want it live action.
This has to be live action. Okay. Absolutely has to be live action.
I'm not saying either which way. I mean, I'm cool with whichever.
I mean,
but
I would still watch it, and I'm sure it would be good. But I would be very disappointed if it
wasn't live action.
Wasn't live action. What I'm also worried about is, the first arc is really the first 15 issues, and I could see them doing an entire season just one season in those 15 issues, because the series doesn't drag in the slightest bit, but like a lot of this, what makes this series good is how cerebral the art is and without words. And so I could see them doing one season in that. I couldn't see them doing a season 2 where we're at currently in the book, which is doing a origin story of Erica Slaughter. And so what would be terrible and absolutely break my heart is if they went off script and did a Game of Thrones and just started making up their own stuff.
Maybe they'll do, like, by the time season 1 ends, they'll greenlight, like, by the time the book catches up to that point, maybe the origin story will be like an anime, which I would be down with. Like, I'd like, those are always fun. Let's jump into the actual comic book part of this, which is, if you have any Something's Killing the Children, I don't know why you wouldn't have already had it in a Mylar, but put it in a Mylar, go get it graded. Even if you have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth hollow foil variants of issue 1, go do it. It's worth money now. So if you sat on that,
it's not even just one. I mean, right now issue 5 is worth, I think, like $300 on its own.
There you go.
And issue 5 isn't even a key. There's not, like, it's just it was the most lowest print run of the run.
Gotcha.
And so it just made it super, super, super rare to get that in the first print.
Well, as that being said, if you have it and it's sitting in your short box, get them spaced out. If you want to get them graded, get them graded. And if you want to sell them, because it's probably the perfect time to do it now. And if you want to sit on it for a little bit later and it actually 100% gets confirmed in that first trailer drops, you got money, yo. Like, you can ship that off, get it sold, and start adding some new books to your collection. So I think that's really neat. I know I think I submitted my foil cover and my 8th printing to CBCS. So I am super excited to see what those come back at. Cross your fingers, 9.8. Because to get $200 for it, I'm down. Like, that's awesome. But this only makes me want to read. I've got the first 2 trades anyway. I just need to sit down and read all of it so I can get caught up, so I can really get even more excited for this. I mean, I think this news not only amplifies something is killing the children with Tiny Onion, but I think it also amplifies everything else that he's writing, including, you know, his Boom books and also his DC books. Yep. I think if you're sleeping on those, you're a fool. Like, you need to be picking those up. So pick up your Batmans, pick up your Nice House on the Lakes. You know, you just, yeah, Wind for sure. Oh my God, I think that's the next. If this is a success, I think Wind is probably next in the Tiny Onion development at Netflix, and I would love to see Wind get picked up by Netflix as an animated series. That would be so cool. Yeah, so that's the news. We got some independent comic news. Finally, we jumped off a little bit. We didn't really have any news last week, so we're glad to finally get some headlines in the comic book news realm. But yeah, that's the video for today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, give us a like, and and as always, read more comics. We'll see you guys later.